Hello everybody, welcome to your Daily Pop. We got a crispy 44 degrees outside, but it's really sunny, so I wanted to utilize the light. So this pre-Thanksgiving, some of the things that was on my mind was definitely the center card of Pink Lotus Fairy. How to connect with spirit and be balanced. And like some of you guys, it's really funny. Right before a holiday, we go through so many emotions. We have like these nostalgic moments. We have these moments, remember, where people were triggered and they were arguing. And it's a whole myriad of like decades that kind of like pass through my mind of experiences with my family, both my new family that I created and my mother and father and my siblings. It's just the wildest thing, and it makes me really happy, but it also is like this kind of restless energy that builds up to it. Like, is everybody going to behave? It's a strange type of conversation when everybody's around the table for a prolonged amount of time. Like, I hope nobody triggers anybody, that kind of energy. But that's why I love this, a time for spirit. When we look in with absolutely 100% compassion, empathy, sympathy, and the other person's perspective. So we are not allowing for that kind of argumentative energy. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. It doesn't matter if your mother or grandmother wants you to do A, B, and C. Just smile and be like, that's anybody's projections on where they think your life should go. It's more about them than it is you. And as long as we're not showing any criticism, disappointment, finger pointing at people, we're staying in a high vibration. Who are we to go out and sit at a table or be anywhere with a family member or otherwise and be like, let me condemn your way of life? It just doesn't make any sense. So when people are doing that towards us, it's easy to be triggered, but all we have to do is take a deep breath and go, some people really don't know how to conversate without that. They don't. I do actually have a friend or two where they have to bring some kind of complaint about the world or you into the conversation. It is just their mode of communication, and I kind of have sympathy and empathy for them because I know it erupts arguments in their business world, in their other friendships. So I have sympathy for that, and I simply just let it dissolve, like let any of that dissolve. So Mermaid with Pink Lotus is very similar to this, and that, we see the silver lining. We work from our heart chakra, that, if we ever want healing, it has to begin with us, kind words. And the interesting thing is, if somebody is provoked or, they just can't get out of their own way and they're argumentative, it's like, we know they feel bad about it afterwards. You don't feel great after you snap at somebody, right? So then they have that to contend with, as well as what might be us then being defensive. So we just let it all go. Let's come from this place. I always feel like the Pink Lotus is like a soft place to land, where we just smile and say, if you feel a retort coming, my favorite thing is, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Thank you for sharing. It's as simple as that. It doesn't have to be snide. It doesn't have to be anything. It's simply accepting that somebody has a point of view, right? And I love this eclipse, Mermaid. It is going to be a powerful, powerful energy shift for a lot of us, where we just decide, you know what? I'm going to value myself. I'm a valuable member of my family, my team. I bring a unique component to this, and I accept my self-conscious doubts that come in our ego, and then we just let that go, and we supersede it with, we're all valuable. Everybody on this planet is valuable. We're all put here for a reason, and sometimes it looks like a semblance of a planet. Sometimes it just looks like, scatter. It can look crazy, right? As a creative, I know that sometimes I feel like I'm super messy. I take over the whole household with everything, all my materials, and I have a wonderful family where they understand that, but there's also been a powerful shift in me in recognizing, maybe my family would like to come and enjoy this area of the house without 50 million beads and all this stuff over there. So I feel like there's going to be a powerful energy shift to saying that we are valuable, and what we do is valuable, and how we share and how we care, and that we're not going to be dismissed, diminished by anybody else, Because here is a weird thing about group settings. People really want to vie for the limelight and attention. I study like crazy, instead of I'm not one of those people that watch a lot of the housewife shows and all that for the entertainment factor, but I like to study the behaviors. And I feel like when anybody has an issue and you do it in a group setting, it triggers everybody. Everybody is involved in that energy now. So why in the world would we try to call somebody out in front of a group, make them feel bad? That will create an inferno of a lot of problems, right? So the powerful energy shift is, I can wait and talk to this person one-on-one if there's an issue. I can wait, I can be patient, and I can discuss it very diplomatically. I know for a fact when, I talk to friends and family, there's always some weird explosion in a group dynamic, usually because somebody starts with a criticism or they think it's a funny joke, but it's a sarcastic kind of dig. So the powerful energy shift goes, I'm not triggered, I'm not bothered. You can tell me 4 + 4 is 2, and I say, you're right, good, have fun with that. And I keep it moving. Like, honestly, just do not be bothered. Know that you are enough, period, and everything that you want to practice and spend your time doing is worthy because you want it. Nobody else has to validate that. And that's that energy shift that's going to help you really see things through in a really, really cool way. And again, constantly value yourself. And, my big thing too is I'm willing to be wrong. If I don't know all the answers, I'm willing to admit to anybody, my husband, family members, whatever, I'm my own boss, even me, I'm wrong. This isn't going to be completed in this time. This, whatever it is. And I'm like I'm a Google maniac. Like if I want to find out about something like gauge wires this morning, I realized that you could find anything on YouTube in like 5 seconds. And I was really excited. I'm like, I'm going to go check this out instead of guessing and buying this gauge wire that could be too big, too little. I'm going to go check it out. And that's a powerful shift for me too, not to be impulsive and just start kind of collecting. I'm going to be wise with how I spend my money and get the right resources that I need. And that's going to be another really cool, powerful shift for you. And I feel like your focus, you're going to align with your ability to focus whenever you want, anything, anytime. You're going to be a veritable magician and pocus whenever you want, Look for what's working right now. What makes you feel good? I knew right away, I was like, I want to be outside and go in the sun and do a read. It always makes me feel good, brings my energy up, fresh air, the crazy cats all come and pay me a visit. And that's what works for me. So whatever works for you, a little walk, a little quiet time, music. I love just watching like a funny show. I'll watch an SNL to bring my vibe back up. I'll look at prior pieces that I made and I'll repurpose them. All of these little things. So look around you and be like, what, I already have more than enough, obviously. That kind of attitude of gratitude is really going to shift how you behave and never kind of implement that lack mentality. Because when we think about it, if we have running water, if we have a roof over our head, which a lot of people don't have, we're already at a pretty good position in life, right? But as humans, we're always wanting. I am too. Man, a couple days go by and I don't have a new supply of tarot cards or something, and I'm like, oh, let me just look at this. But then reality sinks in of, okay, how many decks do you actually have? And even though it's part of my work and I love the new books and all of that, I try to prioritize expenditures, right? Do you have a trip coming up? Christmas is coming, that sort of thing. Thinking of other people. And, I'm a twofer for sure when I go out for Christmas. I'm like, oh, 2 for 1, 1 for you, 1 for me, it's something really cool. But again, I'm like, I work hard and I work long hours for my income and I love it. I love what I do. But again, it's like, this season is dangerous because everything that has ever been created looks so beautiful and sparkly, all the Christmas decorations, all the things, oh my gosh, the ornaments, I could go completely ballistic on those. And, it's just like having self-control. But I love this. But honest to goodness, when we tap into this and we realize it's a time for spirit, I say that internally too. If somebody's acting up or acting crazy, I'm like, it's a time for spirit. And as soon as I get immersed in that energy, I feel a whole different frequency enter, and it's much, much better. So that's your daily pop, you guys. Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody has a great day tomorrow.